What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We are doing a playthrough today of Pokemon Crystal with Cleffa, the star-shaped Pokemon. We're going to watch this first wild encounter we came across. It was a Pidgey. Pidgey's going to come across as a two-shot. We do have Pound. It is a stab move. And then we're going to move right on to our rival. Our rival, his name is Triple Question Mark, as per tradition. And we named our Cleffa Wiz. So hopefully you get the joke. Totodile is what we chose for our rival. There really wasn't a great option, and I got tired of facing Meganium. So we're going to go with Totodile today. Yeah, we get the pretty easy win. Like I said, we have a stab move. So we're going to progress on and go over our stats with this Pokemon. So the stats with Cleffa are 50 HP, 25 attack, 28 defense, 45 special attack, 55 special defense, and 15 speed. So speed is by far our worst stat. But the other stats are actually not horrible, and when we evolve, we actually get a little bit better stats with this. Cleffa is kind of a garbage Pokemon because it's a baby Pokemon. But when it evolves, it does evolve into a pretty solid Pokemon, Clefairy and Clefable. They are known as the Fairy Pokemon, fun fact. And we're going to move on to our moveset here in a second. But while we're waiting for the moveset, well, there it is. I'll go over that here in a second. We do start off with one physical damaging move, and that's Pound. Pound is 40 base power, 100% accurate. Not the worst move ever, especially when you have Stab with it. But it is Stab, and 60 base power is what it ends up being with Stab. Charm just makes the other Pokemon fall in love with you. Encore will make a Pokemon repeat it. We do have access to Sing, which we'll use for a while, but it'll get replaced eventually. 55% accurate, it's not great. And Gen 2, they can attack when they wake up, whereas Gen 1, they can't, so it's overpowered in Generation 1. And Sweet Kiss, I still don't know what this move does, and it's not useful in battle at all, so I'm not going to worry about it. So, yeah, this Pokemon's pretty nifty, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the TM moveset. Now, on the left side of your screen, you're going to see the TM moveset for Cleffa. The TM moveset for Cleffa is pretty broad, but it does have some things missing, so we're not going to go too much over Cleffa's TM moveset. We're going to go over Clefable and Clefairy's TM moveset on the right side. So, I haven't done this yet, so call to action. Please like, share, subscribe. I think we're at 399 subscribers right now. So it'd be very nice and pretty cool if you subscribed and supported this channel. And also today's my birthday, so write down there happy birthday. It helps YouTube algorithm get it out to more people. So those two things would be very grateful on my end. So the moveset. So this will be the first time we're going to use Dynamic Punch in this video. I've talked about a strategy where I maybe use that to get by Snorlax. So we're going to use that today. 100 base power, 50% accurate. It's going to be a roll of the dice, so we're going to see how this works. Headbutt will be a move that I use. It's 70 base power, 100% accurate. With Stab, it's 105, and you can make that more powerful with the Pink Bow, which we actually will get pretty early in this game. And when we beat Whitney's Gym, we get a 10% boost in that. Curse, not going to use Rollout. Could be used because we also have Defense Curl, and that's a pretty unique strategy, but I've not yet used that. I don't think I want to use it yet. Toxic is a move that we're not going to use either. Zap Cannon, we're not going to use. There's a lot of moves we have, but we're not going to use. Zap Cannon, Psych Up, not going to use either one of those. Hidden Power will be Hidden Power Flying for this move to counter fighting type Pokemon. And I get the background thing that's going on right now. I thought it'd be cool to have like some kind of motion in the background, but in hindsight, not going to do it ever again. So don't worry. Snore, Blizzard, not going to use Hyper Beam, Protect, not going to use Rain Dance, Endure, Frustration, Solar Beam, Iron Tail, Thunder. Not going to use those moves. It's good that we have a lot of type diversity if we needed to, but those moves are just not very useful in a playthrough. There's certain things we need to have at the end of the game, and those things just don't coincide with what we need at the end of the game. Return is a great move to have. For any Pokemon period, Return is a 102 base power move, physical damaging move. That can be boosted by the Pink Bow, and be boosted by when you beat Misty's Gym. Okay, now here's the counter to that as well. We have Stab with this. So not only is it 102 with us, it's 153 with us, and then you add on those things. Psychic, ironically, not going to use. Shadow Bow, not going to use. Mud Slap is useful because the only way we can hit our rival's ghost Pokemon. So the second rival fight has a ghost Pokemon. If you don't have a move to hit it, you got to deplete all your power points and you struggle. Ice Punch is a move we will use. 75 base power, 100% accurate. It makes some gyms and Elite Four members obsolete. Swagger, not going to use. Sleep Talk, Fire Blast, not going to use. Defense Curl could be used. We didn't use it. Thunder Punch. All the elemental punches get used in this. They're all 75 base power, all 100% accurate. Some can be boosted by like the Never Melt Ice, and one can be boosted by Charcoal, and one can be boosted by Magnet. All three of them will be used, and no other moves really down below here are going to be used. Maybe Rest. I don't remember if we use it or not. So yeah, but the 3 elemental punches will be used, return will be used, and you got some other thing, hidden power thrown in there, no pun intended, hidden in there somewhere. So that's our TM moveset. Very broad, very good type coverage. Pretty much anything we come across, we're gonna have an answer for. Not really early in the game, but later in the game, we would definitely have an answer for everything we come across. So as we're wrapping up and finishing up Elder Lee, that's his name. His name is Sage Lee, but he's also the Elder, so his Elder Lee, very fun. Elderly joke there. And once we beat him, we're gonna go ahead and get the escape rope, and then we're gonna face Faulkner. Now Faulkner, we probably could have beat Faulkner at a lower level. Getting Sing early is a really big advantage over Faulkner, because he just doesn't have a lot to do. He has basically flying move, maybe a quick attack, and mud slap. So we can come out the Pidgey, we actually outspeed, so we will put the Pidgey to sleep and take no damage at all, with 2 pounds being a knockout. So there's the first knockout on Pidgey. And now we're going to face the Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto, we're going to go for Sing. And he does get a Gust on us. So Gust does about, what's that, 8 damage. So not very much damage at all. Pound will be a 4-shot. And one more. Oh, if it's 4-shot. Yeah, it's 4-shot. So get the pretty easy win over Faulkner. We get the Zephyr badge. And we're going to move on to Union Cave. Now, this is something I've never actually gone over, so I have some time to go over this, because there's not a lot to talk about with this Pokemon until we level up a little bit more. So here's my process for how I set up for these videos. First off, I have a program called Universal Pokemon Randomizer. Well, what it is, you select the game, it ports in like all the Pokemon possible for you, and you can select your starter. So I change out my starter that way. Also select instant text. That's why it doesn't like type it out, it actually just pops up instantly. So that helps speed up the game a little bit. There's other things you can do in there if you were just trying to play through and challenge yourself, but I don't do those things. But that's the main thing I do. And then I save it. And then I load the game up it's like Visual Boy emulator. I load the game up and I save a state once I get the Pokemon, and then I edit it in called PK Hex. PK Hex lets me modify the stats, lets me modify. You can actually even change the moveset if you want to. I don't really do that in these normal playthroughs. I usually have like a what if scenario where I might do that, where like, hey, what if, I think I only have one so far on my channel actually, but what if like Krabby had Dig in Generation 1 where he can get it in Generations 2 and 3 and such. So that's an example. But that's what I do, and that is where I find my hidden power. You can actually, based on how your stats add up, that's how your hidden powers added up. And also, and this one may actually, people may not be happy about it, but I also preloaded my HM mules into my computer. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to waste time trying to catch them. And it's not fair, because some Pokemon may catch them right away, some may not. And, you know, just like with Generation 1, you don't want Lieutenant Surge's stupid button thing in his trash cans to affect your time. I don't want catching Pokemon to affect time either. So I load them in the computer, and when I get the egg after I beat Faulkner, I go put it in the computer, and I withdraw my HM mules. And they don't have anything extra. They're all level 5, but basically it's an Abra for teleport and flash. And I have I think it's a Paris for cut and dig. I have Psyduck does like all the water moves and strength, and then I pick up Kenya for flying later in the game. So now we're facing Bugsy. Bugsy comes out, and Bugsy's going to be a pretty easy win because we have sleep, so we can counter all the things that are going to give us real problems. So Kakuna gives us problems because Kakuna will always go for Poison Sting. And if we get poisoned, we don't exactly have bad health with this Pokemon, so it may not be the worst thing. But I'd rather just not have to deal with, with poison damage the whole time. So we're going to go for Sleep on the Scyther. I actually hit Mud Slap. Doesn't cost me anything, but I actually hit it. It's a flying type Pokemon, so we can't hit him with Mud Slap. So he's going to try to build up his Fury Cutter, but we're going to keep putting him to sleep, avoiding that. So keep going for Pound. Go for Pound one more time. We should get it. Very good. Get the knockout. We level up and we beat Bugsy, and we're going to move on to our rival. Now, our rival, kind of weird, but I want to pause something real quick. Look at our eyes. Our eyes in this are very funny. We have one like normal eye, and it's like cockeyed. So one's like yeah, kind of like one. We're like kind of like squinting one eye, like almost like winking. It's just very weird how our eyes look. But there we go, and we're gonna face our rival. Now, our rival, he gets us this time because he outspeeds, so he puts us to sleep. Which we miss his sleep. He actually missed the first one, but puts us to sleep. And because he doesn't really have anything that can damage us, he's gonna go for Spite. And what Spite does is it depletes your power points. So if we only have one move that can hit him, and it's Mud Slap, and we keep trying to go for Mud Slap and knock him out, and he keeps using Spite, and we run out of power points, we no longer can actually hit him. Now, I probably could have still won this battle, because if I went for Charm, and he used Spite, and then I went for Pound, he went for Spite, we probably might have won this battle with Struggle in hindsight. But depleted all of our power points. Like, you know, let's just try this again in the interest of like time and fairness. Let's try this battle one more time. So he can still put us to sleep. We just got to be able to hit 2 Mud Slaps, really. It's all that's required. So instead of going for sleep, we're going for broke, and we're just going to try to hit him with Mud Slap. No, he's not really hitting the Spite. He's trying to go for a lick. The computer will randomize our moves, so he's not going for the best strategy. The best strategy right now is to go for best strategy, honestly, is to go for Spite, or Curse. I don't know if he has Curse or not, but that'd be the best strategy. Zubat's a knockout, and Crocodile will be a couple hits. Like I said, the computer is random, so if I was Crocodile, I would just keep going for Rage. Rage would get the job done, because as you take damage, it builds up and gets stronger. But he doesn't do that. It's randomized. That's why he doesn't use the best strategy. And we move on to Ilek Forest. And in Ilek Forest, there's really not a lot that you can get here. There's nothing really special. But we do talk to this guy with the green hair staring at a tree. He's cockeyed too. I just realized that. And he will give us the TM for Headbutt. TM for Headbutt immediately is added and makes this Pokemon even better. But we also get Return very shortly after that. So we're pretty loaded up. Now, in Goldenrod City, we can actually get the Elemental Punches. But here's the thing. Until we evolve into Jigglypuff, we can't use the Elemental Punches, so we're going to have to wait on that. However, we're going to face Whitney. Return is a 2-shot, and we're going to knock out on Clefairy, and we're going to go for Headbutt. He's going to build up a rollout. Roll out one more time. We get the knockout. We just outpace it, and we get the win over Whitney. Pretty easy win. Usually she's a pretty tough win. But now we're going to face Sudowoodo. Woo! And Sudowoodo will actually be pretty tough, because we don't have anything great against Sudowoodo. Return is very powerful just because of our friendship and normal type. But he has a rock move. He has flail. But we do get the knockout. Pretty easy knockout. We're going to move on to the Komodo Girls. So again, call to action. Komodo Girls are pretty easy. We have Return. We have Headbutt. We're not quite yet at the point where we have Hidden Power, but we don't need it. Return and Headbutt will be just fine to knock out the Komodo Girls. Call to action, like I said, make sure you like, share, and comment on this video. Every video I have, you should like, share, and comment, because it does help the YouTube algorithm. The engagement is what they value, so they value the engagement. The comments, like I said, it is my birthday. If you want to say happy birthday, I'd much appreciate it. But yeah, make sure you're participating. That's what's important to YouTube, is the engagement of commenting, liking, things like that. And if you shared it, that'd be awesome too. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, $3.99, the greatest birthday gift ever would be a subscription, subscribing to my channel. So I really appreciate that. And now we're on the last Pokemon, and it's Jolteon. It's a 1-shot. We level up to level 32, and we're gonna go ahead and talk to this guy. He's kind of creepy watching these girls dance, but it is what it is. And he's gonna give us Surf. Surf's not really a big deal for us, because our HM mules already have it. But we do need to complete that part of the game. It's really important. Now we get Hidden Power. Like I said, Hidden Power Flying, so that we can do some things against fighting type Pokemon that we don't have anything super effective against. And we're going to face our third rival fight. So our third rival fight comes out. He comes out with a Haunter. We only have, like I said, one move that can really do anything. Well, I guess Hidden Power can do anything, so that's Flying. We're going to go for Mud Slap on the Magnemite. We just don't want to get hit by any kind of like Thunder Wave. I don't think this one actually has a Thunder Wave, but you never know. So Hidden Power Fighting or Flying, be a 2-shot on the Zubat, and we have one Pokemon left, Crocodile. Should just go for Return. Return will be a 2-shot. We do get Cursed, but we survive the curse. We outpace it, and we knock out and beat our rival. And we're going to move on to Morty's Gym. Morty. And in Morty's Gym, we're only showing this battle for one reason. As the level 34, we are going to knock out, or at level 35, we're going to knock out this Haunter. Haunter will be a 2-shot. And with that 2-shot happening, we're going to evolve into Clefairy. Clefairy does get a pretty nice boost in its stats, and also gets a pretty nice boost in its moveset. So HP 70, attack is 45, defense is 48, special attack is 60, special defense is 65, and speed is 35. So it's still pretty slow, but our special and our attack's good, and our defense is getting solid, so HP is decent too. So everything goes up. So now we can add the elemental punches to the moveset if we want to. So Ice Punch, Fire Punch and Electric Punch, or Thunder Punch. Yeah, Electric Punch. That's a move. Thunder Punch can all be added if we want to. I don't think we're going to add them right away, but now we're going to face Morty. Morty. There's a Pokemon battle, Morty. Morty. And we're going to one-shot the Ghastly with a Hidden Power Flying. We're going to one-shot the Haunter with Hidden Power Flying. I don't think the Gengar will be a one-shot. I was correct in that. It's a two-shot. But it seems like Hidden Power Flying is being very good at knocking out these Pokemon at least 2 hits. At the most 2 hits. So now we're going to go ahead and talk to Jasmine. And Jasmine is going to ask us to go get some medicine for this Pokemon. Ampharis, like one of my favorite Pokemon. We're just going to move on while we're getting the medicine, beat Chucky Boy. So Chucky Boy is going to come out with only 2 Pokemon. We do have Hidden Power Flying, and we do have, I think we have a Thunder Punch at this point. So Hidden Power Flying is a one-shot on the Primate. And we just don't have ever have like a one-shot on the old Poliwrath. Poliwrath is one of my favorite Pokemon. That's why Poliwhirl is actually my background there. So this is Gyarados. He's caught in his own twister. Red Gyarados, going to knock it out pretty easy with a Thunder Punch. Very good. We beat him, and we're going to go talk to this Liar with the Flyers. Pokemon channel I recommend is Squidgy. He calls him Liar with the Flyers. Because all his Pokemon are flying type. Ghastly. I'm sorry, not Ghastly. Charizard. You know, the whole team. I'll go over the team later. Price is the next one. So we have Fire Punch. So Price is going to be a pretty easy walkthrough victory. Thunder Punch will be a one-shot on the Seal. It's Water Ice. Dugong is also Water Ice. It has a little bit better special, so it survives, but we knock it out. And then the last Pokemon, Piloswine. With added Charcoal, we're holding the Charcoal. We get a 2-shot on this Pokemon. Oh, well, it's going to heal. And I guess it's not a range. But we get the knockout. Pretty easy battle, victory over Price. And now we're going to go ahead and give the medicine to old Ampharis. So it can be healed and it can light up the lighthouse. And then we're going to face Jasmine. She has cockeyes too. Wow, there's a lot of cockeyed people in this. So now we're going to face Jasmine. She's a steel type trainer. And with Fire Punch, and then we're holding the charcoal. We're going to one-shot the Magnemite. One-shot the second Magnemite. Do we one-shot the Steelix? I don't think we do. It's pretty bulky. We don't. However, Iron Tail knock it out. She used a Hyper Potion. That cheating little girl. I didn't want to say anything mean about her. But we get the knockout, and now we're going to face our rival. Our rival. This is part of the Rocket plotline that I absolutely hate in this game. But we're going to go ahead and face him in the hidden base. So Thunder Punch. I hit the. Did I hit Thunder Punch? Yeah, it was Thunder Punch. So 2-shot on the Golbat. Golbat's tricky because he can put you to sleep, or he can confuse you. So Thunder Punch will be a one-shot on the Magnemite. Haunter should be was it a one-shot? It is a one-shot. I am still holding the Charcoal. Fire Punch is a one-shot on the Sneasel. So Fire Punch is obliterating this team. For Alligator, we're going to go for Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch should be a 2-shot. For Alligator's moves doesn't progress very well in this game, so I'm not really worried about him. So we beat him. We finished up the Rocket plotline. I did want to show that we do pick up the Never Melt Ice, which will give a 10% boost to all ice moves, along with Price's Gym. So that means Ice Punch is actually pretty useful right now. It's pretty powerful. So we're going to use Ice Punch and just obliterate our team. But all of our Dragonairs will go down on one shot to Ice Punch. It is 75 base power, like I said, but a 10% boost with the Never Melt Ice and 10% boost beating Price. So it's pretty decent. So now we got one more Pokemon. Thunder Punch will be a 3-shot. There's not really a great move because Kingdra, though it is Water Dragon, Dragon types resist electricity. So it is what it is. So now we're facing our rival right before the Elite Four. And our rival's going to come out, and he has a Sneasel. Sneasel's going to be a one-shot with return. It's very weak. It's a very frail Pokemon when it comes to physical damage. Golbat's going to come out. Thunder Punch. We should go for... Oh, no, Ice Punch. We're holding the Never Melt Ice. That's a one-shot. Very good. Level up. That's pretty cool. Magneton's going to come out. We no longer have Fire Punch. And now we have to deal with this thing potentially paralyzing us, which sucks. But we get the knockout anyway. Very good. And now Haunter's going to come out. We are going to go second now. We're probably going to go second anyway. It's pretty fast. But we're going to go for Ice Punch. It is a one-shot. And being paralyzed, are we still going to get this win? Okay, and we're going to hurt ourselves. That's awesome. Turn is a one-shot, and now we have one Pokemon left, and that's for Alligator. Go down here and go for Thunder Punch. He's got to get one more attack off. That's all we need. We got nice experience points there. and we get the knockout. Very good. We beat our rival, and we move on to the Elite Four. Now, with the Elite Four, we usually go in. We're going to show our stats real quick of our Pokemon. So at Clefairy, we have our moves of Return, Hidden Power, Fighting, Hidden Power Flying. I'm sorry. We do have the Sharp Beak if we need it. We have the Never Melt Ice and boost our ice moves. We have the Pink Bow. We don't have the magnet right now. I never actually thought we'd need it, so I never actually got the magnet, but we could have. And we have Charcoal if we want to add back on Fire Punch. So that's our moveset right now. What I also want to show is our stats. So our stats of this Pokemon right now, our attack is 91, defense is 91, special attack is 110, special defense is 116, and our speed is our worst stat at 83. So I made a mistake last video of not giving the Thunderstone to Pikachu before the Elite Four. So we did it in the middle of the Elite Four, and I wish I wouldn't have done that. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the Moonstone right now, evolve Clefairy into Clefable, get the boost, and we're going to go in with the most powerful version of our Pokemon possible, give us the best chance to sweep through. So now, with the evolution of Clefairy to Clefable, we have 118 attack, 119 defense, so those things went up. Special attack is 138, special defense is 143, and speed went from 83 to 111, so that's a huge jump right there. So that's going to make it so we're not going to be outsped by too many things in the Elite Four. So I should have done this with Pikachu, evolving the Raichu. It would have made the Elite Four run a lot smoother. We are an hour and 39 minutes. So a lot of the games actually we've been blitzing through pretty fast, but it's the early part where we just didn't have the type diversity and move diversity to get through a lot of things. So we're level 55, and we're going to go ahead and head into the Elite Four, and we're going to go ahead and face Will first. So Will, he's going to come out with his Psychic Pokemon and his team. We're going to obliterate. Okay, we are holding the Never Melt Ice. So ice moves are still boosted. Ice Punch along with a good special one-shot on the Xatu. Very good. Jinx can come out. We're going to go for Return. Return is very powerful, like I said, because we are normal type. It's a normal move. Ice Punch on the Executor. It's a one-shot. Very good. We have two more Pokemon left. It's another Slowbro. We're going to go for Thunder Punch. It'll be a two-shot. Psychic doesn't do squat to us. There you go. And Xatu will come out. Ice Punch will be a one-shot as well. Get the knockout over Xatu. We get the win over Will. And we're going to go ahead and move on to Koga. So Koga, we're going to replenish our health. We're actually going to add the Pink Bow to make our normal moves a little more powerful. We don't really need ice as much in this as we do just some normal moves to counter some things. So we're going to go for the battle with Koga. Ariados comes out. We're going to go for Return. It's going to be a one-shot. Very good. Venomoth comes out. We're going to go for Return again. Is it a one-shot? It is. Very good. Super effective stab. Super effective stab. And we're going to go for Ice Punch on the Fortress. It'll be a three-shot if we continue with it. One more. It does Swift. Doesn't do squat to us. We level up to level 57. Very nice. And Muck comes out. And we're going to go for Return on Muck. It's going to be a one-shot. We didn't give him a chance to minimize. Very good. And now we're going to go for Ice Punch. It'll be a one-shot. I thought it was going to be a two-shot. Very good. So we beat Koga on our first attempt as well. So we are blitzing through the Elite Four. We're going to go ahead and try and fight Koga. Koga is, or I'm sorry, Bruno. Bruno, we don't talk about him much, but he could be the one that gives us problems. Because, one, his Pokemon are pretty fast. But as long as we can outspeed and hit Return, we might just obliterate his entire team. So, two-shot, or knockout on the Hitmonlee. Now we're going to go for the knockout on Hitmonchan. Mach Punch does do a little bit of damage to us. Machamp, this is the real question here. Do we knock it out, or do we get hit by him? Oh, we got a max potion here. He went for, I guess, Detect. So, didn't actually hit us. I don't know why I didn't go for Cross Chop, but I'll take it. I'll take the luck. I've had some bad luck in this playthrough, so I'll take the good luck when we get him. So we beat Bruno, like I said, first try. And now we're moving on to Karen. Karen, we're going to save up. And yeah, so here comes Karen. Here comes Karen. Here comes Karen with her dragon Pokemon. Okay, so I actually put the wrong display for Karen. My lord, I'm stupid. Okay. I'm a little upset about that. So I actually put the one for Claire, not Karen. It is what it is. So we're blitzing through her team pretty well. So Ice Punch on the old Vileplume. Just got to hit it. Very good. Knockout. And so we have 105 health going into the Gengar. The Gengar, we're going to go for Hidden Power Ice. It'll be a two-shot. He actually curses himself. Little foul mouth, little bugger. And we're going to go in and hit Ice Punch on the Murkrow. And we have one more Pokemon left, Houndoom. So Houndoom is pretty frail physically, But Flamethrower, does it get the knockout? It does get the knockout because it burns us. If it didn't burn us, we probably would have won that battle. So we're going to go for this again. We're going to go for a full restore on this for this battle. And we're going to make sure we have a different item. We're going to replenish our power points. Very good. And now I think we're going to keep the same item. Or we're going to go for the pink. Do we have the pink bow? I think we're holding the pink bow. Yeah, we're holding the pink bow. So that's the right strategy. So I'm so mad at myself. I really am. I actually put Karen's display, I put Claire's up instead, but it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Umbreon's a 2-shot. We just don't want to get accuracy lowered too much with Umbreon. Vileplume, we get the knockout because we didn't miss our move. We didn't have to deal with the Petal Dance, so we have a lot more health going into the Gengar. We have full health actually, and now he's cursed. Little foul mouth, little bugger. And we're gonna go ahead and hit a Murkrow. We did miss right there. Oh, there's another one. So now we're under the clock. Like great. So if we outspeed, we will get knockouts from here on out, and we'll win the battle. But if we don't outspeed, yep, there's a knockout on Houndoom. Very frail Pokemon. We beat Karen or Claire, whichever one you prefer. And now we're going to progress on to Lance. Lance, we're going to beat Lance pretty handily. Lyra with the Flyers got all flying Pokemon. It's supposed to be a Dragon trainer, and only 3 of them are Dragons, and they're all the same Pokemon. So Thunder Punch is a 1-shot on Gyarados. Very good. Dragonite comes out. It's a 1-punch on Dragonite. A 1-hit knockout, I should say. Ice Punch. Dragonite number 2, Ice Punch will be a 1-hit knockout as well. Now the next 2 Pokemon are pretty rough because we don't really have a great option. However, we can just use Ice Punch. It is an ice flying Pokemon, a rock flying Pokemon, so it's super effective. Charizard, it's a flying flying fire Pokemon. There we go. So 2-shot on him. We have a lot of health going into the last Dragonite. If we don't 1-shot, 2 shots will be fine. We get the win over Lance, and we are now the champion. So we're just clicking, tapping, trying to get the best possible time we can. And everyone has to come and congratulate me, but I'm not the champion yet. You guys are preventing my time. So we're at 1 hour 46 minutes and how many seconds? Let's see what we get at with this. Cha-la-la. And Clefable. And we're at 1 hour 46 minutes and 27 seconds. So all in all, not the worst run ever, not the worst time ever. But we're going to move on to the next phase of the game really quick right now. And we're going to head on over to Kanto. And with Johto in our rearview mirror, we're going to go ahead and go on to the SS Aqua and go over to Kanto. We're going to get on the SS Aqua. And we're going to turn right back around and get off the SS Aqua. I love that film edit. To this day, I still love it. And we're going to go ahead and beat the gym leader quote-unquote gauntlet. It's not really a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet of like teddy bears and stuffed animals. So we're going to face Lieutenant Surge. We're going to do return on the overweight Eradicate. I think he's just actually that way because mine was heavyset too. So we're going to knock out the Electrode. We're going to knock out the Magneton in 2 shots. Very good. Haven't taken any damage yet. And then Electrode will be a 1-shot as well. And then the last Pokemon will be Electabuzz. And Electabuzz should also be a 1-shot. Very good. We get a win over Lieutenant Surge. Not very difficult. And we're going to go ahead and face Sabrina. Sabrina with no whip. Espeon comes out. Return. Return's going to pretty much obliterate this whole team. Psychic Pokemon are very frail physically. The only one it might not is Mr. Mime. He actually has, but he didn't get a chance to set up a move or anything. So knockout on the Alakazam. Very good. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Clefable was actually one of my first playthroughs in Generation 1. It was very fast, and I've yet to replay it, so I'm actually kind of excited to replay that Pokemon and see what it does. So Ice Punch will obliterate Erica. We're in Erica's gym, the grass-type trainer. We will obliterate her entire team without any kind of hesitation. I don't even think we're going to not 1-shot anything here. So everything here will be a 1-shot. So far, everything's a 1-shot. Very good. Actually, I think everything's a nope, no, it's not. Magneton wasn't a 1-shot, so that would be a lie. But we are moving on to Janine. Janine will be a pretty easy battle as well. She has pretty much the same team as her dad, just lower level. Doesn't make any sense. And I get it. You wouldn't want the gym leaders in Kanto to be higher level than the Elite Four members, and realistically, because then they'd be the Elite Four members. But this is just, I like it, but I hate it that this is such an easy path to red because these gym leaders are just trash. They're just straight up trash. Okay, but we get the win over Janine, and we move on to Misty. Yeah, a couple errands we had to run, but you know, Misty's the next one. We still have Thunder Punch. So Thunder Punch should 1-shot all of them in 1 shot, except for one. That's Quagsire. He's resisted. So I clicked the wrong thing. and we're gonna go for Ice Punch. Ice Punch will be a no, it'll be a one shot. I thought maybe it might be a two shot, but everyone else should be a one shot with Thunder Punch. So Lapras gets knocked out. Starmie's the last Pokemon. Pretty good special, so she might actually survive, but she doesn't. And Misty gets beat, and we move on to Brock, the Rock Trainer. Wakanda forever. Actually, he just got his arms crossed, and he doesn't have the actual Wakanda, X thing. Gravel will be a one-shot. Rhyhorn will be a one-shot with Ice Punch. The two Pokemon he has that are Rock, Water will be a one-shot with Ice Punch. Nope, no, they won't. I'm sorry. They will not be a one-shot. I was wrong. So Amistar, creepy-looking thing. Kalulu, Wannabe. And then Onix comes out. He'll be a one-shot, unless we go for Thunder Punch. So it'll be a one-shot with Ice Punch. And the last Pokemon is Kabutops. Awesome Pokemon. I think that's a prehistoric bug Pokemon rather than a rock water Pokemon. What do you think? If you look at it, it looks like a water bug or something, some kind of bug you find in the water. So we're gonna go and face Blaine. Blaine only has 3 Pokemon. It really confuses me why he doesn't have more Pokemon than the other gym leaders preceding him, but it is what it is. So Macargo will be a 2-shot with Return. Very good, get the knockout. And now we're gonna face Magmar. He'll be a 1-shot. And then the last Pokemon is, I believe, a Rapidash. A Rapidash will also be a 1-shot. And we beat Blaine pretty convincingly. Pretty obvious that we beat him. And we're going to go straight for Blue. Now, Blue has a pretty diverse team, but we have a pretty diverse moveset, so he shouldn't be too much of a problem. His Pidgeot's going to come out, and we're going to go for Ice Punch. Ice Punch will be a 1-shot. Very good. Now we're going to move on to Alakazam. Return on Alakazam should be a 1-shot. Excellent. And now with Rhydon coming out, we have a choice here. We can go for a lot of things, but Ice Punch, I think, is the best bet. Very good. So we have 3 Pokemon left. Gyarados. Thunder Punch will be a 1-shot on the Gyarados. Very good. 4 times weak to Electric. Executor. Ice Punch will be a 1-shot on the Executor. Very good. And do we go through this whole battle? I'm pretty sure we're not going to 1-shot the Arcanine, but so far we've gone through this whole battle without taking any damage. So we're going to go for Return. It's going to be 50% Flamethrower. Doesn't do much, but I don't think it's going to prevent us. I mean, this could get very tricky because Burn does cut your attack in half, but we get a critical hit, which powers through, and we beat Blue. So at this point, I'm preparing to fight Red. So what I do before Red is I give all my rare candies, only 9 that you can get in this area, in this game. 9 or 10. I think it's 9 or 10. But I'm giving all my rare candies right now, so that I can definitely outspeed everything. And I'm also making sure I got moves that can do this. So this is where I had to make the decision. Do I want to go with Dynamic Punch? Do I want to go with Shadow Ball? What do I want to do here? So this is where I'm going to roll the dice. We're going to add Dynamic Punch to the moveset. We don't need some things at this point. Okay, we really don't. So we're going to get rid of Hidden Power. Hidden Power flying is not very useful right now. So I went for that. I also thought of the idea of potentially, not 100%, but potentially adding in Rest. But we add the leftovers so we can replenish some health. And we're going to go for our first battle with Red. Pikachu's a 1-shot, which is excellent. We don't have to deal with Thunder paralyzing us or anything like that. Espeon's also a 1-shot, so that's very good. So we got Snorlax full health, Dynamic Punch. We use it, and it does more than half damage and confuses the pain in the butt. So we get a 2-shot on the Snorlax, and at this point I was ecstatic. I'm like, okay, I think we might actually have this battle won. So Ice Punch, it freezes him. He would have just gone for set up Solar Beam anyway. Get the knockout. Very good. We have 2 Pokemon left. The one of them is the Charizard. Charizard will be a 2-shot. Flamethrower X gets a critical hit and burns me, so I'm like, maybe this is going to affect our game, but we're about to use a special attack, not a physical attack. So Thunder Punch will be a 2-shot. Surf does not knock us out, and we get the first try victory over Red. Never had that happen before at all. First try victory over Red. With Burn and everything, we beat our Red in this game at 2 hours and 14 minutes and 57 seconds. I don't know if this is faster than for Alligator. I'm going to go and actually bring that up and find out. So give me 2 seconds. So the time, it's not faster than for Alligator, okay? But I think with some optimization, now that I've played through it one time, I think it could be. So for Alligator, clocked in at 2 hours and 5 minutes and 58 seconds. That's the fastest time so far on this channel. This does not beat it, but I think it could. And I have a couple other things that I think could beat it as well. I've been contemplating, let me know what you think about this, doing a playthrough with Raichu. Starting out as Raichu and playing through. I think Raichu would obliterate this game. When I look through the moveset and I look through like when you get what and what you start out with that Poke, you get like Thunder Shock and Thunderbolt to start the game. So there are some things you wouldn't be able to hit like rock Pokemon, but you're gonna get Swift and Headbutt pretty shortly after that. And I think you got Mud Slap as well. So yeah, there's some diversity there, and this was a pretty solid playthrough. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting Clefairy and Clefable to really do it, but Cleffa didn't do too bad. I will not lie there. He didn't do too bad, progressing to the point where it could evolve. And once it evolved, I mean, I don't think we had really any resistance that I can think of once we evolved. And then we got the Clefable. Now I'm kind of curious what it would be if we didn't evolve into Clefable, how the Elite Four would have gone. We probably wouldn't have outsped some things, but I think everything else would have been pretty okay. But let me just think in the comment section down below of this playthrough. Do you want to see Raichu play through? I actually think Clefable might actually play through and be pretty good as well. But I think I will do a series of those in the future where I'm playing through as the fully evolved version and basically just see how fast and go through. It would be like kind of like if you watch Squidgy's video, he does like only the battles, where he just shows like the key battles in the game, and it's very fast. It's a very short video. Maybe I'll do that. Let me know what you think. If I get enough requests for it, I'll gladly do it. I'm all about capitulating and getting people what they're excited to watch. And yeah, so next week will be a playthrough of Eggsceptional, I think is what's called. Another baby Pokemon. That one's going to be challenging because you don't actually start off with a move. You have to start off and complete all your power points before you can do anything. And there's not a lot of Metapods early in this game to deplete those without actually taking damage. So we will see how that goes. But let me just think in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And everyone have a good one. And I'll see you guys on Monday with our prediction video. Have a good one and see ya.